What's up, everybody? Welcome to the pod. I'm Taylor, and thanks for tuning into the Taylor James Lifestyle Show. Today's podcast is kind of a follow-up on yesterday's. So I did my 2023 comedy special review. Just talked about a few of my favorite comedy specials, and if you listen to it, you know that I didn't watch the Dave Chappelle special yesterday, or I hadn't watched it as of yesterday. So I watched it last night. And of course, I was right. Dave Chappelle is the fucking GOAT as far as I'm concerned, man. He is the all-time greatest. That special, he's outdone himself again. He's outdone every other comic. And again, this is my opinion, but I think a lot of people share that opinion. It was a super, super impactful special. He touched on a lot of deep shit. And as he often does, you know, I was kind of trying to figure out the word to describe like his style of comedy, and I came up with like comedic storytelling because he tells these stories that really have lots of meaning and purpose and drive behind them. But then, you know, he's got this banging punchline at the end, and he just can take some really interesting situations and turn them into almost a way to heal or a way to laugh about it. And man, it's just so cool to see what he's done and see how he's grown. And that's kind of what he talks about. I think in the opening act or whatever, he's talking about like 24 years ago he was in the same place, and he was running outside onto the avenue or whatever, handing out free tickets to people on the road because he couldn't fill the venue or whatever. He was filming a comedy special, 24 years ago, and 24 years later, it's just amazing to see what he's built and how far he's come. And the opening joke is probably my fucking favorite. I think it was his last special. The Closer, maybe, I believe, where he got a lot of heat for making a trans joke. Well, he fucking I don't want to give too much away. I think everybody should really watch it. I mean, no matter what I say, it won't do it justice anyways. But the opening joke is a fucking banger, I'll say that. It's fucking it's great. It is great. He's a genius. He's a genius, man. It's fucking amazing. He makes fun of fucking just about everybody, dude. It's fucking awesome. He makes fun of himself, He talks about Chris Rock and how what happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith, and his take on it was beautiful, really. I mean, there's no real other way to explain it, but I feel like Dave Chappelle's always had this, it's like a comedic wisdom, He's always had this prophet-like way of speaking about the truth and things that happen in the world, and but then being, just the ultimate, it's just so funny. Like, but also, he's talking about real shit, and he touched on the Chris Rock thing, and it was incredible. It was beautiful. Let's see. He touched on the Hollywood Bowl attack. That was fucking hilarious, too. Man, I'm telling you, I'm just like kind of rewinding in my mind, of course, and just thinking about it. I'm just like, man, that is so cool. Every time I watch a Dave Chappelle special, I fucking have dreams about it. It's the weirdest thing, and it doesn't happen with anybody else, but I have dreams about like stand-up comedy for like weeks after I watch his specials. It's really crazy. I think the man is at the top of his game, honestly. I don't think he's ever been better. And I think his mind has never been in a better place, just from the way he's talking and the way he's handling, his life. I really do believe he is at the top of his game. I know he's getting ready to, or maybe already has, opened a comedy club in Ohio, but that's a bucket list item for me. of course, Joe Rogan's Mothership. And then, I want to go see Dave Chappelle's comedy club as well in Ohio. But, yeah, man, it's so crazy to see what he's built. And, I'm big on this, guys. If you're new to the channel, maybe you don't know, but like, big on it, like, people overcoming adversity and becoming successful. Nothing inspires me more than to see people grow into the greatness that they're supposed to be, and into the men and women that they're supposed to be. And it's fucking cool, man. It's really fucking cool. He talks his closing story was probably my favorite part. And man, this special wasn't. It's so much more of an experience than any other comedy special I've ever watched. I think it's emotional. It's happy. It's fun. It's powerful. It's impactful. It's a beautiful piece of art, I think, man. And I mean, the jokes are incredible, but I don't know how to really even say it. It's just so good, and it's the experience, I think. The experience of it is the most amazing part, because, like, I'll be honest with you guys, like, there was parts where, like, a borderline was tearing up because of how powerful it was, or maybe a little emotional. It was a little emotional. Or there was times where I was crying tears of laughter, you know what I mean? But it was, like, such an experience. And I don't know, man. When Dave Chappelle speaks, at least for me, man, I'm just captivated by it. I'm just captivated by what he says, how his mind works, how his jokes are written. I think that he is the best comedian, which is funny because on the special he called Chris Rock the best stand-up comedy to possibly ever live or something. And I was like, fuck that. Like, I think you're the best, Dave. Not that I don't like Chris Rock, but I'm a fucking huge Dave Chappelle fan. And like I kind of said yesterday on the podcast, I grew up around, like, Comedy Central, and Dave Chappelle was always there. It was like Chappelle Show was one of my favorite shows growing up. And, Half Baked, especially in the teen years, and what's that shit we used to get back in the day? Oh, yeah, pussy. You know what I mean? Just incredible. Just incredible, man. I love to see that he's grown, and, again, in the face of adversity, he's overcome all that stuff. And I think that is the most inspiring thing about it. And, I mean, he has faced a lot of bullshit in the last 24 years, but he has, I don't think he's ever been in a better place. He's never been more honed in on his craft. He's never been more like mentally sharp. I think the man is at the top of his game, and I can't wait to see what he does next. And yeah, incredible special. If you haven't watched it, if you're not a Dave Chappelle fan, then fuck you. Just kidding, guys. If you're not a Dave Chappelle fan, you should probably give it a chance. And those of you who get real easy hurt feelings, just try to fucking laugh at it, dude. It's not meant to do anything except for make you laugh. It's funny. It's crafty. It's art. It's just, some people forget, it's like a painting. It's like music. It's like anything. Not everybody likes Doja Cat. Not everybody likes fucking Picasso's work. You know what I mean? Not everybody likes everything, and that's okay. That's humans. That's us. We're allowed to be authentic and have opinions and be free. And I don't think that promoting or sending negative shit people's way is the answer when you don't like something. I think that just I don't know, man. I'm big on, the universe and manifestation and and energy output, and that's just putting bad energy into the world, man. Like, I try not to hate on people as often as possible. I consciously really try to hype people up, you know what I mean? Like, even if they're doing something that I'm not super interested in, but they're involved and they love it and they're passionate about it, I think that's amazing, dude. And I love that. And I will support anybody that wants to chase a dream and wants to be dedicated to something and pour their heart and soul into something. I think that's amazing. I think that is what a lot of us are born to do, is chase passions and be great at doing certain things, right? And so much, man, I see it on the internet. It's pretty funny because people are just so hateful, man. And I think a lot of the times it's because they hate themselves. You know, they got something inside them, and you know, at the end of the day, when I get hate or when I see others hating on other people, it's like, man, I feel sad. I feel sorry for those people, because I know that they're not really mad at the person they're hating on. They're mad at themselves, you know, for not living up to their greatness, fulfilling their potential, you know, living a purposeful life. And it's sad to think that, you know, somebody could be so unhappy with themselves that they have to go around and spread that energy to other people. You know what I mean? That's toxic, negative behavior, and that shit it's sad. You know what I mean? It's pathetic. It's yeah, I mean, I could go on and on and on, but I'm trying not to hate on the haters, right? You know, I got nothing but love for people, but I also have, and I was telling a friend of mine this the other day, my mind is kind of like a Word document, and it's got all these names on it, and if you're too much of a fucking hater, I'm going to highlight and delete that shit, and there ain't no undo button in this motherfucker, dude. I'm telling you that. Once you fucking do me wrong or shit like that, and like hate on me and like bring that negative energy into my life, nah, you're done. I will absolutely probably never in my life deal with you again. It's a fucking light switch, dude. And I just think it's so unnecessary, you know, to hate on people and to get excited about your opinion and fucking, anyways, I'm going on a tangent now, but I just, you know, I look at Dave Chappelle, and I know like he got a lot of flack from his trans jokes, and it's sad because, you know, the motherfucker told a story about his one of his good friends that was trans, and it's like, you guys missed the point. There, and that's kind of, I guess, his comedy is like, there's a point, but then there's a punchline, and the punchline and the point are different. The point is, you know, kind of the principle of the joke, but then the punchline is what makes it enjoyable and makes it, you know, different than having a conversation one-on-one with people. It's the art form, you know what I mean? It's like having a regular conversation, but with this whole different aspect to it. And I think that people forget that, I mean, most comics call their job an act. You know what I mean? It's just like people getting on a stage, performing art, performing an act, performing a play, in a movie, acting. It's a fucking joke. Anyways, get a little passionate about it today. I just got off the elliptical, so I'm a little fired up and sweaty. But yep, I'm gonna go finish up my training sesh for the day, and then yeah, it's New Year's Eve tonight. I ain't doing shit though. This pod won't be out till a couple days later, but yeah, I think, you know, I watched last night, I guess since we're talking about comedy, last night I was watching the night one of the Kill Tony arena show at the HEB Center in Austin, Texas. Talk about fucking incredible. That was amazing. The guest was Dr. Phil, or Adam Ray as Dr. Phil. Adam Ray is I'm a huge Adam Ray fan. I think he's one of the next best comedians in the fucking world. He is amazing. He's an inspiration. And his comedy he's just got a fucking style that you can't really compare to anybody else's. And he just seems like such a fucking genuine dude. And I just, you know, hopefully I get to meet that motherfucker one day. He seems like a cool motherfucker to hang out with, maybe smoke a joint, you know. And his Instagram, if you guys don't know or haven't seen fucking Adam Ray's Instagram, you better fucking educate yourself, dude. Because he is fucking hilarious. He does these like so I mean, obviously he's kind of an impression guy to some extent, but he's got these things he does. Anyways, go check him out. His Instagram is Adam Ray Comedy, and he's fucking great. But real excited for night 2. I'm assuming tonight will be probably a little bit gnarlier, just because it's the second night, and I think this was the original show. I think the 30th was the added one, and it's obviously New Year's Eve tonight. So really excited for that. That was my Christmas present to myself, was buying Kill Tony. Next time I'm gonna be there in person. So yeah, guys, let's see. Other than that, probably some fireworks going on tonight. Hopefully everybody has a good New Year's and stays safe. And yeah, remember, we're going into the new year, and a lot of people are setting these goals for themselves. Just remember, and I've said this before on podcasts, but you are the most important person that you will ever make a commitment to in your life. So when you make a commitment to yourself, make it with some importance. You know what I mean? Like, remember, you go around and obligate yourself to other people and hold these obligations with stress and anxiety because other people, I gotta make them happy. Make your fucking self happy. Hold yourself accountable. Get out there, do something great with yourself, and make a commitment. But like, please just remember, you're the most important person in your life. And when you make promises and break those promises to yourself, that's the worst person that you could break a promise to, I think. So anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Go check out Dave Chappelle's special, The Dreamer. The Dreamer story, the last story he tells in that comedy special, is worth watching the entire thing. It's great. He's, again, greatest special I've ever seen in my life since the last Dave Chappelle special. Other than that, guys, go follow Adam Ray on Instagram, Adam Ray Comedy. He's the fucking hilarious comedy guy fucking out there on Instagram right now. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Victory to everybody. Later.